There you are, sir.
Yeah.
You okay?
I was sleeping, man.
Oh, sir. Are you a sleepy boy? Hello, Aidan.
Hello.
You're about to go for a little family weekend away, aren't you?
I'm indeed.
Yes. Would you like to introduce August vlog?
Yeah. Here's August, ladies and gentlemen.
Off he goes. Sweet Aidan. He travels off to see family. Go on, Aidan, cross the road. It is safe to do so. Go forth. Farewell, Aidan. See you soon. So hello, welcome to August. Wow, after this one, it's 4 more monthly vlogs until we're done. Madness. Now, as you probably saw, the vlog began with Aidan. For the past week or so, it's been about it's a Friday now, so it's been about a week since the getaway began. And yeah, Aidan's been staying at mine because obviously he lives in Ireland and he's been coming over and staying for a little bit. You know, there's the remnants of some washing. He was sleeping on the sofa. We've been doing a lot of work. We've just been incredibly busy. And we finally got it done about 2 hours ago, just before he has to go. He's only just gone now. I've just filmed the clip where he's left. Yeah, so it's nice because I don't want to sound mean or anything, but you know when I think he was feeling it slightly too, which was basically since the getaway, literally a week ago, I've not been by myself. So it's been nice to have this little weekend to sort of decompress a little bit, you know, just sort of relax, chill out, and just got to get my head together. We'll be going back to Milton Keynes on Monday to say farewell to that site, and then because that site might be finishing on Monday itself, and then Tuesday I'm back in Leatherhead, and Wednesday I'm in Birmingham. It's a long thing. Work still continues, so I'm going to try my best this weekend to be as productive as possible. That's my hope for me, is that I can do that. So yeah, indeed. So let's go, I suppose. Right then, you ready? So we're going to talk multiversal first, okay?
Yeah.
Very well. And welcome back to the podcast. And I'm joined here by Abby Louise.
Howdy.
Ready?
Yeah.
There we go. And welcome back to the podcast. And today we are talking about the first volume of the Paternoster Gang Future Outcomes. I'm also here with Abatha. I forgot to mention
Hi.
that part. There she is. So
You called me Abatha.
I did. Okay, fine. Abby Louise. She's also called Abby Louise. I call her Abatha on the side. Hello all, me again. So I had a bit of an epiphany about things, and I wanted to open up about them because it's not so often that I do. About my mental health, for example. I think I've opened up, I can't remember the last time. I think it's only been 3 occasions in these 10 years of monthly vlogs that I've actually talked about it. And I thought, what better time than August for some reason. So basically, I think the last times I've spoken about my mental health were June 2015, because I've been moving around a lot. And I finally settled somewhere and I decided to open up about it. And then beginning of 2018, I had a big blip and I ended up on the phone to Samaritans. That was a rough one. I don't think I'd realised, I think because I'd had a full break at that point. And then I had one at the beginning of 2023, which most people know about. I've opened up a little about it on the OVERTON Audios podcast. I've definitely mentioned it here. The problem is I'm having with it, I don't want to, the thing is, I keep saying, oh, I don't want to make it depressing, but it is. I'm sorry, but this little segment where I'm talking is going to be a little bit depressing. Basically, I feel like a part of me died. And I've been trying to get it back. Like, for example, how well, you see the amount of audios I'm making, the amount of projects I'm involved in. My want to do that is still there, but my drive isn't, if you get what my meaning is. I really do love making audio dramas, and when I'm editing them and I'm in the midst of it, I am enjoying it. However, there is just a little part of my brain that's going, no. I don't know why. I don't agree with it, but it's why I talked about last year, and I was talking about pulling back a little bit because I was getting overwhelmed quite a bit. And luckily, everyone around me, including not just close friends or family, but also the audience who watch these vlogs and the podcast and everything I make, also agreed. So I have pulled back, and I have got a lot smoother. I'm not under so much pressure. I mean, I'm under a bit of pressure at the moment because I've had the last few weekends have been a little bit busy for me, as I'm sure you've seen. And this weekend, I've been meaning to be productive. I kind of set out a list of tasks. You know, I have my list over there. I have my list of things to do. And I just haven't done any of them this weekend. And I'm like, this is annoying because I really want to be back to who I was. And I can't. I used to have really good hyperfixation, focusing on things, liking a schedule, liking this to be done on time, getting to places early and then sitting down and doing some scripting or something whilst waiting for someone from work to show up or any other thing I'm doing. Now, I can't seem to leave the house on time anymore. I can't stay focused anymore. It's been a real struggle. I can only really focus when I'm under pressure, and then when I do get ahead of myself, my brain just doesn't want to bother. It's really annoying because I pride myself on those aspects of myself which are now no longer there. And I don't want to become the thing that I always tried not to be, which is late all the time, which I don't think I am late. I do think that I get to places on time, but I now, instead of just getting up and going to places, I now have a thing of looking at trains that can get me there the moment I'm supposed to be there, which I suppose is still being on time, but I like being places early and punctual just to beat any sort of delay. You you aim to get somewhere half an hour before. If there's a train delay, you've got a half an hour shortfall. That's how I've been. But no, I'm not like that anymore. I don't like traveling on trains anymore. I get really angry and not anxious, but just I don't like it. So it sits on my chest, these emotions, and I don't like them. I don't mind being at work. Like when I'm on site, it's a distraction. I do focus at that point. Work is still something I can focus on, but anything productive outside of that, I can't. And I know why it is. And it's not something I've spoken about because I don't want to create drama. So I'm not going to name people or name names. But since my breakdown at the beginning of 2023, all of my friends and social circles have changed for the worst. Now, when I say that, obviously the friends I've got at the moment, or the friends who stuck by me throughout the whole thing, I'm not saying they are worst. No, not by any means. But I used to have a larger friend group of people from all sorts of different YouTube channels and backgrounds not just on YouTube and productions, but just in terms of where people were based, people's experiences, knowledge, that sort of thing, and it's all just completely fallen apart. There are certainly parts of it that I'm responsible for, I know that. I constantly tell people that I really don't like the person I was in the first half of 2023 because I wasn't with it. I really wasn't with it. And there are people I don't talk to anymore because I wasn't the greatest person I could be. I wasn't at my 100% and I missed things and maybe wasn't there for them emotionally like I should have been, or as understanding, and I'm aware of that. It's certainly been made aware to me anyway, because those people don't speak to me. I do sometimes wonder that 2023 was sometimes the beginning of it, because we left 2022 and I think the catalyst for it was there was an event in November 2022 where I reunited with a group of friends, and things got very not dramatic, but very serious for a bit. And then we all sort of came together happily. And I know I take the weight of the world on my shoulders a lot of the time. I know I do that. See, I feel anxious talking about this because I'm also just splurting out thoughts. I know I'm not keeping coherent. I will get round to everything as best I can, by the way. But I've even forgotten what I was saying. I don't even know how much of this I'll cut in the end. Basically, I think I take the weight of the world on my shoulders too much, and that's what caused me to break down at the beginning of 2023. We went into 2023 going, we need this to be the best year for us. We can make this the best year, and it was one of my worst. It was one of my worst, and it left me with things I didn't want. Like very easily overwhelmed, for example. I've got no, like, I call it no nonsense attitude, but realistically, I probably could have a bit more patience. I get stressed out by things changing last minute, which I've always been a bit anyway, but I just can't handle it anymore. I used to be able to kind of have that wall, and that wall got knocked down, and every time I try and rebuild, it falls apart again. And I can't seem to build something safe for me up here. Yeah, because up here is not who I was. Not who I was. And I wish I could go back to who I was. There were people, I remember back in the days of early Overton audios when, and I still am open with people. I want to be open with people, and I want to be able to, if people like the audios, I want to interact with them. But I'm so distracted and all over the place. People can message me on, because we went on a Discord server called Who Fan Content. People ask me questions, and I don't get back to them for 3 days. That's not because I see the message and actively ignore it. I'm just all over the place. I can't be everywhere, and work has got heavier a little bit. My role has changed and adapted. But I keep sitting there wondering, how was I able to do it before then? I used to be on site 5 days a week, and I'd still be able to make all these audios, whereas sometimes I'm only on site 3 days a week, and I'm struggling now. And I don't understand it, and it's very frustrating. And I know that there are more elements to it, like report making and stuff like that, but that takes slower now, and I don't know why I'm getting slower at it, and I feel like I'm getting a bit old and obsolete. I'm not even 30. Next year I'm 30, and I'm already starting to feel a bit, it's stupid. And I know that there's ways I can get through it, and I'm very critical sometimes of people who have these feelings sometimes. I'm just like, look, just get on with it. Just get on with it and work through it. And yet here I am talking about it. This is why I don't often talk about it, because I feel like I'm being a bit of a hypocrite. But no, regarding last year, there was a lot of stuff that happened, and a lot of stuff that we've been trying to recover from that did not work. You know, there was obviously the beginning of 2023. There was something that happened in March into April. Yeah, there was that, and then there was something that happened in August as well, which resulted in a friend. It didn't result in, what am I talking about? It followed up the next month after that in August with someone in the fandom who I knew very well, who I talk to often. They sadly died. Obviously, I've talked about it on the podcast. I talked about it in the monthly vlog before, but all those things happening that year was just a lot. And I just kind of around September, October, just lost my mojo. I lost the want to do things. And it was around January when we started re-releasing the Dripping Hartnell podcast this year that I really kind of just felt, kind of okay. I thought, okay, this is going well. And then I was making stuff, you know, we were editing I got people to help me edit. That being Abby and Aidan, who I'm so thankful for. I really am. And I've gone through, you'll see now as things are coming out, there were other people editing them. So like, for example, the Northern Doctor Adventures, the Further Adventures was a mixture of me, Abby and Aidan. Me and Abby edited Torture Clandestine 1. And then after that was the First Doctor Adventures, which I edited all of. And then there was Pat Gang, which I edited all of. And then the next one, I believe, which we've announced already, is the Frontier Doctor Prologue, which I've edited. After that is the Henry Woodman into the Storybook, which I've edited. And we're now looking at the next volume, which so far I've edited so far. Like, I am doing better at being able to find time to edit, but then there were these little slogs like right now where we're under a lot of pressure at work. And I just don't have time, and I'm falling behind again, and I don't want to get stressed. And I know that this is only fan audios, and people go, no, concentrate on your life. You know, it's not all about the audios. I like making stuff. I like because this is what I want to be doing. I want to be doing Overton audio stuff. I do enjoy my job. I do very much enjoy it, and I want to go further with that as well. But I like having both, and I don't want to have to sacrifice one for the other. That's my other thing. So I'll try and maintain both to the 100% that I can, but I can't. That's the problem. My day job, which isn't even really a day job, it's like a full-time job. I'm working all hours of the night on this. That calls for 100% of my attention most of the time, and Overton Audios doesn't. I thought putting up a Patreon might help, you know, have the balance between the two, not because of the monetary value, but because I wanted to hold myself accountable, not just to me, but to people who support the content, and I wanted them to be able to get their money's worth, so to speak. It's not much I even ask for, it's like £1 or £2 a month. It's just an incentive there to get me going. But that all went because obviously cost of living, everyone had to pull out. So there's only a couple of people on it now who are people, not that they don't matter, but like they're people I know personally anyway. It's no one from outside of that group. They'd support me either way anyway, you know. Yeah. So as you can probably tell, I'm going through quite a bit. But my main thing, and it's only 15 minutes to get to this, is the quote was that you have to learn to grieve for the loss of yourself. And I haven't done that at all. I've been wanting to get back to who I was for a long time. I've been pushing to try and get back. But I had this epiphany. I saw this. It was out, ironically, on a TikTok of all things. It was a Reddit post with slides saying therapists, or something like what a therapist said to you that made things really meaningful for you. And that was one of them. because this person had gone through a massive mental breakdown and couldn't resolve it, and it turns out it's because they were trying to use what they did before to fix it, and it didn't work. And that's what I'm trying to figure out myself now. Today, I'm meant to have been productive again. What's the time now? It's nearly midday. I was meant to be productive yesterday, and I was a little bit. We edited a little bit of what we filmed in Torchwood, stuff for TT Productions. But I need to find out how I can be productive for myself and properly get stuff done when I need to get it done. I'm the same with work more recently, actually. Work's been falling behind too. I've just been kind of procrastinating on everything, which is really bad. I'm hoping it's just a blip though. The summer is always a bit blippy for me. I think it's because it's the summer. Things get too warm. It is very warm in this apartment today, for example. I'm aware that this vlog, this clip is now longer than most clips or the most monthly vlogs. So I'm sorry for making it this long, but I feel like I need to put this clip in there just to have it on record. I didn't want to put it, I was thinking about talking about it at the end of the monthly vlog series. And I thought, nah. I want that one to be triumphant as an ending. Have goals, like, finding who I am now, so to speak. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of try and do that. So yeah, I've got to try and find myself, basically. Yeah, anyway, that was my mental health dump. After, how long has it been now? Because I really spoke about it. 6 years? Because I mentioned the breakdown, but I didn't go much into it. Because I'm not going to, bloody hell, I can't keep talking about it. I could go on about it for a long time and just theorise and talk about how I was feeling. But I don't want to, this is going on the internet too. So I don't want to be too much TMI. But yes, I will speak to you later. And hopefully I'll get better soon. I'm not going to hold myself to anything, but fingers crossed. See you later.
Get on with it!
Overton Audios presents.
I'm not used to peace. If this is how my new life begins, then I guess I shouldn't complain.
You are hereby formally accused of first-degree murder.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I had nothing to do with it.
I just can't believe this.
Welcome aboard the TARDIS. My ship, my home. What you saw was real. That was your crime.
But the employees, my colleagues, my friends, they deserve respect.
Is this really what you've come here to say? Some big rant about fair treatment. I am your boss, fair and square, and if you do not like that, leave.
What a shame. We were just getting acquainted. You have no authority over me.
Says who?
I do.
Doctor Who, New Frontiers 1, XYNTHIA. Coming the 17th of August 2024 at 12 p.m.
for the vlog.
Where is your...
2 secs, darling.
Oh, frick.
Oh, hi!
Aiden, lick it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Sorry, Aiden. When I said that we'd walk so that you can see some of Manchester's sights, this isn't really what I had in mind.
Yeah, look, it is what it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're walking past possibly the world's haunted house. Well, the world's haunted house or the world's most haunted house? Oh, if you don't think it's haunted, then hooray.
That's haunted?
It's not, no, I'm joking.
Oh, right.
Oh, Aiden.
Oh, Charles, paint me like one of your French girls.
Why are you still in night mode? That bit's fucking bright. Dumb piece of shit. Hello, Aiden.
Hello.
How are you?
Alright. Just, ready to go.
So for a lot of this monthly vlog, which I haven't filmed, sorry, a lot of this month, which I haven't filmed, you've actually been basically living a month for these 3 weeks.
Pretty much, yeah.
We've been very busy working.
All we have.
We're in Manchester at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, we're currently in Manchester, ladies and gentlemen, the place of Coronation Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're heading back now. We're not. We're still kind of waiting to leave.
Yeah.
But how was your first trip to Manchester? How was your experience?
Alright, for the most part. Alright, so we stayed in the Premier Inn, really nice.
Oh yes, we stayed in the Premier Inn. They would have seen footage of that. But I think the only footage of you we've seen prior to this is us arriving in Manchester yesterday.
Oh.
We've not seen anything else of you, I don't think.
Yeah. No, to be honest, it was grand. I think today now was just a bit weird because of obviously the weather and just going on through the job and stuff. But we got through it.
Yeah.
I think it's been a hectic week. Really.
And also, you went to Birmingham for the first time a few weeks ago. How was Birmingham for you? How was Leatherhead for you?
No, it was alright.
How was she off that beach thing the other day?
And there we go. Aiden has now gone. He's gone to see some family who live in London for a few days. And then he's travelling back to Ireland again. Sorry I didn't film much for those 3 weeks. It's because we didn't actually stop working. We actually found ourselves working all the time, basically. We were going to do this bit of filming for, I think it was a Burgundy Doctor thing. We never ended up doing it. And then, bloody hell, I'm getting red. So, it's annoying because I would have liked to have done more with Aiden that wasn't filming. And the reason why, for example, the 3 weeks that I had with Emon last year were so rich and filled was because I actually took those 3 weeks off work, whereas this year I didn't. I couldn't. Last year I wasn't really based on too many sites. There were enough sites that could be covered by me, whereas now, as you've heard probably from my old ramblings, I'm on many sites. I'm on the Birmingham, Leatherhead, Homebase, Milton Keynes. There's too many that I'm managing all at once. So as a result, I can't really switch off. And there was not enough people to cover it. So Aiden and I have just been full on. In fact, I didn't actually film this. Annoyingly, this is just another thing that I keep forgetting to do. We went to, this last week, we went to Birmingham and then Manchester all in one go, which was fun. Well, I'm kind of a bit hit and miss when it comes to staying over in places, because I like it, because it's fresh and new and it's something interesting. But when it's staying away from home, not having access to things, that's when I get a little bit about it. I'm also massively behind on audio dramas. I haven't edited anything since before the TT Getaway, and I got, 10 pages of script done while Aiden's been here. It's not because of Aiden, it's all the work. I think Aiden got some things done. He's been editing some of Torchwood Clandestine 2 for me. So whilst I've been working, he's been behind me editing sometimes. So it's just been mad. But yeah, we're now back to what you might call normal programming with the monthly vlog. It's just me here. Don't get me wrong, I think we've done a very good job of maintaining the cleanliness of this apartment. I thought, because when I had everyone over from those 10 days, the whole place was ruined. But me and Aiden have had good upkeep here. So that's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm starving, but also full up at the same time. Because last night, as a farewell meal, we had some Nando's. But that really filled me up before bed. As a result, I've woken up hungry, but yet still full. It's a weird thing. If I eat any more, my stomach will just explode. But it's also crying out for it. It's a very odd thing. Anyway, XYNTHIA, the Frontier prologue, is literally, I think, let me look. Yeah, it's out in 4 minutes. So I've got to go and share that on social media now. Hooray! So yeah, anyway, thank you so much, Aiden. If Aiden is indeed watching the vlog, probably is. Thank you so much for the last couple of weeks. You've not only helped me out as a work colleague, but also as a friend. It's been a very, very lovely 3 weeks. And yeah, we move forward. We move forward. So yeah, anyway, I will speak to you all later, whenever that may be. Hello, everyone. I'm on site. It's so extremely rare that I actually vlog while on site. I'm in a commercial unit at the moment. Oh God, oh no. The red line caused from the hard hat that I wear. Oh, I can't unsee it. But no, I'm currently on site at the moment. Hello. So yeah, I don't know if I'll end the vlog here or not. We'll see, I suppose. But it's the 21st of August, and the vlog has already gone on for long enough. A lot of it was just a mental health dip. And the thing is, I keep doing that. I keep chuckling, kind of trying to shrug it off, and I don't want to do that. I want to be me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to have to hide that. I'll just go, oh, mental health dip, lol. But it was one. And I don't want that. I don't want this vlog to be too long, because there isn't really a lot happening. That line across my head, man. Yeah. So anyway, I just don't want this monthly vlog to be too full of nothing. I'm on site at the moment. That's something to show. Oh, hooray, I'm not at home or whatever. I'm in Birmingham at the moment. This is the Birmingham site I'm on. But no, Aiden's gone home. I do miss him a lot. I didn't realise how much I would have. It's not like I got fed up with him or I wouldn't miss him normally anyway. But I really just feel the quietness in the apartment. The last month, obviously, the getaway, and then 3 weeks with Aiden, it all felt very normal, I suppose. It became the new norm, and now I'm back to the old, and it's just like, oh, fun. Anyway, I will speak to you later. Oh, God. Oh, God. Overton Audios presents...
The storybook. There must be some good stories in here. How about I tell you a story?
Aunt Wonka's method's marvellous.
Charlie's gotten my factory once again.
For it is Robin.
As in Robin Hood?
You are in Sherwood Forest.
Are you a cat?
Henry Woodman lost in a wood.
I have my own chess pieces to move about.
Oh, you've been watching me sleep.
I was reading the paper, Sherlock. What does this information concern?
Someone called the Celestial Toymaker.
This game isn't as fun as I thought it would be.
Henry Woodman, Into the Storybook. Coming the 31st of August 2024 at 12 p.m. It's been nice to see some rain again. So I said in the last clip that that was probably where my monthly vlog was going to end. Where was I? I was on site, wasn't I? I can't remember which site. I think I was in Birmingham. Yeah. It's Saturday after that, because that was filmed on a Wednesday. I'm ending the vlog now, I've decided, because the next week I'm in a hotel in Birmingham because it's all hellish on that side moment. They were supposed to take 2 of the 6 buildings and didn't, and they want us to re-review everything again. So, as you can imagine, I'm thrilled. But I'm going to be very busy. Very, very busy. Not enough time to get this vlog out on time. So yeah. In other news, I was able to get some other audio dramas done this month. I edited 1 audio. I wish I'd done more. I edited the Frontier Doctor Halloween episode for the Halloween volume. Abby edited the Footsteps in the Snow episode, which is the Alacrity Halloween episode. And very shortly I'm going to start editing the last one for that volume, and then we'll be done. And very soon I've got to record some lines actually for people. So yeah, I've had a little bit of an identity crisis this month, I think. I've continued to have it because I still think back to that breakdown in Cardiff, and I still sit there and think I lost a part of myself. I don't feel as productive anymore. I know that life gets on and everything, but what am I doing with that time? I don't know. I'm certainly not using it to be productive. And this morning I've finalised the Frontier Halloween episode, and I've schedule uploaded the Alacrity and Frontier Halloween episodes as well, which I'm very chuffed about. But there is still something missing with me. Just my want to do things. So yeah. We'll see how September goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, see you next month.